The lie people live inside. Let's start with the truth most people avoid. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your boss, not your parents, not the economy, not motivation. If your life changes, it will be because you changed. And if it doesn't, it will still be because of you. This is not blame. This is power. The moment you accept full responsibility, you stop waiting and start moving. Motivation is not the problem. People say they lack motivation. That's not true. They lack leverage. They've never attached enough pain to staying the same or enough pleasure to changing, so they negotiate with excuses. I'll start when I feel ready, when things calm down, after this phase. That phase never ends. Change happens when staying the same becomes unacceptable. Your standards decide your life. Tony Robbins says it clearly. Your standards shape your destiny. Not your goals, not your dreams, your standards. What you tolerate, what you allow, what you excuse. You don't rise to your goals, you fall to your standards. If your standard is, I'll try, you'll keep trying forever. If your standard is, I do what I said, your identity changes. Immediately. Energy. First, not strategy. Most people try to fix their life while operating in a weak state. Low energy, poor sleep, bad posture, shallow breathing. You can't think your way out of exhaustion. State controls behavior. Change your physiology. And your psychology follows. Stand up straight. Breathe deeply. Move your body. Energy is not a side effect. It is the foundation. The cost of delay. Every delay has a cost. It costs momentum. It costs confidence. It costs self-trust. The longer you wait, the heavier starting becomes. People don't fail because they can't do it. They fail because they delay until starting feels impossible. Action creates clarity, not the other way around. Pain is either discipline or regret. Here's the equation no one escapes. Pain is required. The only question is which pain you choose. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Discipline weighs ounces, regret weighs tons. Short-term discomfort or long-term disappointment. You choose daily. Your identity is being reinforced daily. Every action reinforces identity. Every excuse says, this is who I am. Every follow-through says, this is who I'm becoming. You don't change identity by affirmations. You change it by evidence. One promise kept is more powerful than 1,000 intentions. Stop negotiating with weakness. Weakness loves negotiation. Just today. Just this once. I deserve a break. Strong people don't argue with weakness. They interrupt it. They move before the story finishes. Action beats debate every time. The gap between knowing and doing most. People already know what to do. They don't need more information. They need decisive action. Knowledge without execution is comfort. Execution without confidence builds confidence. Confidence is a result, not a requirement. Do first, feel later. Environment is stronger than willpower. If your environment supports weakness, willpower will lose. Design your environment to make success automatic. Remove friction for good habits. Add friction for bad ones. Don't rely on discipline alone. Engineer behavior. The moment that changes everything. There is always a moment where you decide who's in control, the voice that wants comfort or the voice that wants growth. That moment is small, but repeated daily, it becomes destiny. Raise the floor, not the ceiling. Most people chase peak performance. The winners raise their minimum standard. They don't ask, "What can I do on my best day?" They ask, "What do I do even on my worst day?" That's reliability. And reliability wins. Stop waiting for certainty. Certainty is a reward for action, not a prerequisite. You move, then clarity arrives. You commit, then confidence builds. Waiting for certainty is how potential dies quietly. Your future is built today. Not someday, not next year, today. In the choice to move when you don't feel like it. In the decision to keep your word. In the refusal to quit when it's boring. That's where transformation actually happens. Decide once, act daily. Here's the truth. You don't need to change your whole life today. You need to decide who you are and act like that person today. Decide your standards. Decide your identity. Decide your next action. Nobody is coming, and that's the best news you'll ever hear, because it means your life is in your hands.